Guys, the first part did not save, so if it's in like the third quarter in the All-Star game, that's because it didn't save.
Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here are the East All-Stars now. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go.
Didn't really
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch. You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the West.
I am going to be
trailing by 10. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Ingram passes to Jackson. Over Bankero. Jackson misses. East All-Stars on offense. They're on a 17-7 run. Outside Howard. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And Jordy Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes here for the East. Antetokounmpo comes in for Asar Thompson. And Kate Cunningham subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. R.J. Barrett comes in for Ingram. And it's Booker in for Luka Doncic.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
It's almost effortless for Booker this close in. He just drops the ball in the bucket.
Here's Howard. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his third assist on the night. Here's Booker. Şengün with a screen on Brunson. Booker, no good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Bankero outside. Good ball movement here by the East. Brunson right side. Here's Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's the East All-Stars, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are... Welcome back.
Jokic sucks. No way. He actually didn't make it. Hold on. I have to check my window. What the frick? There are little girls riding their bicycles. Yeah, bro.
For the second.
I don't feel like,
Substitution here for the East. Howard's checked in for Drew. Alobankero comes in for Antetokounmpo. Thompson, he's checked in for Ball. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Cunningham. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Anthony Davis. Brandon Ingram comes in for R.J. Barrett. Edwards, he's checked in for Booker. And Doncic is subbed in for Fox.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Jaren Jackson is out there with Alperen Sengun. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's Edwards. And it's Doncic in at the point.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Pass to Sengun. Now, here's Doncic. Edwards passes to Sengun. And the shot goes in. And it's 9 points for Sengun.
Inside the paint, Sengun is a force to be reckoned with.
Sengun against Howard. It'll count. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's the East All-Stars rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break.
y'all are shocked. I have not had a steal. We have not had a steal. We have 19 balls. Yeah. Oh, that's us.
1 half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for it.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Howard is out there with Alobankero. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Thompson, and it's Brunson in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Edwards with it, picked up by Thompson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Free throw good, Edwards.
a superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
Defensive player of the year, but I'm averaging 7 blocks, and most of them are like game winners.
And Edwards drops them both.
Game changing.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And really, this has been an MVP caliber performance. Guys, he's been terrific.
Yeah, he has been. It's going to be a very easy job for the voters this year.
Jackson kicks to Edwards. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Doncic outside. Jackson a screen on Brunson. The three for Doncic. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Jackson against Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. The three for Doncic.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
The West again cannot hit. Here's Howard. Over Şengün. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Şengün with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards' shot is good.
Really like what Edwards did there. Assertive in the 2-man game.
Here's Thompson. Kicks it out to Banchero. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 5th assist in this one.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Edwards against Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side, Edwards. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Bangs home the trifecta. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the East. Got that one up quick. Howard's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the East All-Stars. Now the West with the ball. Pass to Şengün. And here is Doncic. Brunson covering. Edwards passes to Ingram. Jackson setting the pick here for Ingram. Over Thompson. And it's Ingram missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Doncic, no good.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And that one's good. Brunson.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Şengün. Edwards with it. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Howard's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And here's the East.
How do I get that rebound? How did I get that rebound? We're behind him.
They're on a 19-5 run here. Pass to Banchero. Banchero off the pick from Howard. And it's Banchero missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Edwards finds Doncic. Outside Jackson. Back to Doncic. And Carroll grabs the board.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Howard, and it's slammed.
Legit dunked on Anthony Edwards and Jaren Jackson.
In by Howard.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And so it's the East All-Stars with a huge lead. Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one's certain. You know, fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Ball kicks to Howard. Over Jackson. And another miss by the East. Ball against Booker. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Regarding court layout, Clark, do you think there should be more space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense and would be prudent. I mean, you've got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan collide with the players. So I think you balance it. I would like to see a little more room, give the fans the experience and access, but maybe create a little more cushion between the playing surface and those high-priced seats.
Doncic passes to Jackson. It's Edwards on the wing. Covered by Cunningham. And Edwards is good for 3. Edwards got 8 here in the quarter.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
The shot's good.
Well, it's looking more and more like the MVP award is a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, he looks like he's got that thing locked up at this point. He's been phenomenal.
Pass to Doncic. Şengün with a screen on Ball. Doncic, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition. And live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
He misses the free throw. Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. And I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
Jackson kicks to Ingram. Doncic outside. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 16th rebound on the night. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Howard's got 44.
Yeah, LaMelo relishes every chance he gets to drop a dime like that.
Pass to Şengün. Back to Doncic. Şengün trying to free himself up. And it's Doncic missing. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the East. That one goes in. Howard's got 46 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Jackson, a screen on Cunningham. Outside Jackson. Howard with the steal. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Alright, that was a nice clip. Even though I gotta eat dinner, that was still like a nice clip. That was a highlight. Oh yeah.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
How do I average?
So it's the West now.
Y'all saw the game where I was
Outside Jackson. There's a lob to Jackson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. That's good. And it's Ingram with the assist.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Jackson, that's good.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And he gets it to go. Howard's got 52 points.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. Sharp read with that pinpoint pass.
Edwards passes to Ingram. Outside Jackson. Over in the corner, Edwards. Good on the baseline, Jay. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Howard against Jackson. Howard draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
What do you think? What the?
Drew passes the ball. Howard with it.
Oh my, I'm about to hit that game winner.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Oh yeah.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
Alright guys. So sorry I didn't get the first one. And there you go. There you go. Oh yeah. 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 Bop, bop. There are my highlights. There are my highlights. Alright, guys. So, I will see y'all tomorrow. And I promise I'll play Batman Arkham Asylum. Bye-bye. Sleep tight.